Well, it's been a long 3 years. We've had many ups and downs, but it's time. I'm finally done with uni! Let's go! Long story short, I finished my master's degree, finally. And I'm going to attempt to do this YouTube thing full time. It's all thanks to you lovely people watching and getting entertainment from me messing around with this stupid space game. I'm making this video just to have a bit of nostalgia looking back at what led me to this position, and you also get to see some cringy unlisted videos, and I'll also talk about plans for the future. If you're clicking off now, that's fine. I will see you in another video. But I think for full context and for a bit of fun, I think it's going to be good to show how I even ended up in this really fortunate position. Again, thank you all for watching. So you might have gone to my channel's about page and seen that my channel is very old. It was made in 2010. Mainly it was for me to just watch videos and comment because I pretty much grew up watching YouTube. Yogscast, Shadow of Israel was my obsession when I was younger, but I also did try my hand at some videos. I don't have them all, unfortunately, but an 11-year-old me did make stop motion videos that are heavily copyrighted, and I do have some of them here. They are awful, but hey, it was the start. After this, I started making Minecraft videos, because of course I did. Little squeaky voice me, but unfortunately, I deleted these as people in my school found them, and I was too scared that, get bullied. Now look at me. I cannot believe I deleted them and didn't just unlist them, as that would have been for some good content. It was like faction server episodes of me doing random stuff, I don't even know. But my biggest claim to fame was that I made a Captain Sparkle's texture pack review, which got like 10,000 views. And luckily, I chose the correct Minecraft YouTuber to make a texture pack of at the time of recording as well. After that, I kind of stopped. I was in school, mainly just playing games. However, there is a video from one of my friends called the EP3O Tragedy. Yes, I've had this name since I was like 8. Well, me and my friend were playing Terraria. It doesn't make sense.
I can do this. I am Rambo, son of awesomeness!
Apart from that, nothing really. Until around 2017, just before uni, I tried to do some short memes. I wanted to get maybe back into doing YouTube.
Oh, I failed. Oh!
They're all copyrighted. I don't know why I did that, but it was War Thunder, which I barely played, and DOTA.
We got all the cards around by the way.
My thing is just bouncy.
Which has always been my obsession. I'm not addicted anymore, don't worry. So I went on to do a degree in physics. Wasn't really my jam, I just did it. The experience was really great, but the course did not get on with, except for the coding aspects. Throughout that time, I mainly played Dota and other games like FIFA, CSGO. I played like every single type of game pretty much. I just like games. Then just before I finished my degree, COVID hit. My exams and the end of my project were during lockdown. So I decided, hopefully this won't take long to blow over, but I'm going to take a year out, but not to do YouTube. I was going to push hard in esports Dota. Esports was booming at this point, and I was very high ranked. I was the top rank that you can get in the game, Immortal, and I was joining teams and playing with people in like teams, hoping that maybe I can break into top teams as players, but if not, oh well, I gave it a try. Luckily, I'm like a dragon. I do not spend much money and I just sit on it. So I managed to actually somehow save money based on how the grants stuff work here in the UK. I had enough to live on at home for a year. Although I was very lucky, I only had to pay for food, not rent. Very fortunate position. And because COVID's happened, I'm at home, can't see anyone, my friends are free. I just decided to start streaming all the games I was playing. I was playing pretty much all day. There was nothing else to do. So I played Dota, Warzone, and I was introduced to strategy games like CK2, EU4, High 4, and Stellaris. Now, these streams did not do well. It was just my phone watching me and my friends. But, I was really enjoying it. And I was watching other people blow up like Ludwig, other YouTubers stream made them into videos. I was like, you know what? I've always loved funny moment style videos. Like Tio was obsessed with his Call of Duty stuff, the Funtages. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, let me know. Nerds Gone Wild, I believe it was called. And Soviet Womble, of course. Now, I didn't know about Boken at this point, but everyone compared me to him and that's how I found him. So I decided to try and turn these streams into videos and like funny moments, not really like the guide / challenge what I do now. Warzone flopped, even though I was pretty good at it. It was mainly like big kill games. I think I had like a 20 kill game once. I wasn't too bad. I had like a high KD. However, the thing that did do well, you might have heard of this game. It's called Stellaris. And it didn't actually do that well on YouTube initially, but what I did was I would take clips from the funny moments.
Tell the stream what the password is. They'll join.
They'll join, guys. All the 0 people that are watching. because they were all like small segments that I'd pieced together into like a big montage, and I would just spam them on Reddit. I am sorry for spamming them on Reddit and self-promoting. Game's a game. And one post about alloys that will go down in history blew up.
I have the alloys.
Alloys?
Oh no.
Alloys?
There was like my first post, and I linked the YouTube channel, and loads of people went over because there isn't much Stellaris content, especially funny moments. And the first Stellaris video overnight went to like 10k. I couldn't sleep. I was buzzing. This is literally the best feeling ever. And the start to the video making addiction. The only issue is that video took 2 months to make, and my upload schedule was extremely questionable, as mainly I was just streaming, and I would then spare time make some videos. You need to put a lot of time into editing. It's ridiculous. And also each subsequent video that I uploaded would do worse. Not the best feeling when you hit that height. It still did well. You always want to feel like you're growing. That's an issue in itself. So after just putting the clip in bits from streams, I decided to do a planned challenge video, Battle of the Map. Now, this was really fun to plan and organize. I believe we just played with like people in the Discord that found me, and two of my friends called Matt battled each other in Stellaris. Very cool concept. However, it just didn't really do well on initial release. I think it did worse than everything else. But currently it's on a lot of views comparatively to what those other videos did. So the idea was actually quite good. But that was start of my like love for making these challenge theory crafting stuff beforehand and then trying to do it as a video, and it's quite entertaining. I also did try CK3, and I want to point out that I was the first ever person to get a world record on the game because I made the speedrun category. So no one else had done it. And I do now have the worst record on there. I'm not going to update it. It's part of history. But I thought that was a really good idea as well. And during this time in COVID, I wasn't just like, oh, I'm just going to make it on YouTube. I was not earning anything. Maybe eventually I hit monetization, but again, the views were not high enough to sustain yourself. So I decided to apply for a part-time master's in computer science, as that's the only thing I really enjoyed while doing physics. This would allow me time to get a degree and then move on if YouTube doesn't go well at the end of it. So I'm kind of not wasting time, but I think it was the sensible decision to do looking back on it. Around a similar time, I realized I was just taking forever on edits. It would take so long for me to edit these down, add text, add like funny memes, whatever. So I tried a new style. I was going to stream only 3 times a week instead of every single day of every hour, and do streams that can easily be cut down into a video. So like emphasis on ideas rather than fancy editing. Honestly, ideas were pretty sick. 1v1, Stellaris forfeit challenge, Doomsday only, 2v1, Twitch plays Stellaris. Very much like a Ludwig, Doug-esque sort of ideas, but applying them to Stellaris. They didn't really do too well, but they did similar to the ones that I spent ages on, so this was kind of in a good direction, but it was good to learn. But the only thing that actually blew up was just reacting to memes. Not the most creative idea, but hey, it worked. I did this for like a few weeks. I don't know how long exactly, but it was quite exhausting. I'd stream, then I'd have to instantly try and cut it up, as well as I wanted to play other games. I knew uni was coming up. Maybe I was in uni at this point. It was quite a lot for minimal returns, so I didn't know what to do. But around this time, I saw a post by Feedback Gaming, someone who I'd been watching and a big player in the Hoi scene. He was looking for an editor. I literally did not meet, I think, any of the requirements that he posted, but I thought, you know what? I may as well just send a message. I mean, I've been editing, albeit I taught myself and it's my own channel, but still, it's a portfolio. Well, it turns out he loved the videos, especially the memes, and this was probably the point that turned everything around. I would literally just talk to him about everything to do with YouTube. Massive knowledge boost. He's been doing it for ages, and I also did actually edit some videos for him, and that really helped me learn how to more efficiently edit videos. I was very perfectionist, so I would spend hours meticulously going over like a second, but would the viewer actually realize that? Sometimes, but it's more worth getting them just uploaded at a good, decent quality rather than perfection. And I got a lot of feedback from editing, which pun is intended. I have a playlist on my channel with the videos I edited that was only free. I think he realized that I wanted to do YouTube, not be an editor, as I'd always come up with these ideas and talk about my own channel, but very grateful for Feedback's time and his help. Random worlds colliding, but it's pretty sick. Around this time, I also realized like talking to other YouTubers was so helpful, so I started messaging other YouTubers. Dragoonets, Strat, Montu. This collection built up, but initially it was just those 4 on the scene that I felt comfortable messaging, as our subscriber counts were more similar rather than messaging daunting multi-thousands YouTubers. We just talked about everything to do with YouTube. We were all obsessed with growing and helping each other out. If one of us found something that worked, we'd tell the other person. There was no point keeping secrets. We could all learn together. It was very wholesome. Around this time, I started experimenting with different ideas rather than streaming them, like saving saves, mod reviews, dev diaries, but nothing was going too well. Like I said, I was obsessed with learning about YouTube, messaging other people. I started looking at YouTubers like Film Booth, every piece of content about growing YouTube channel, how it works. I was just consuming, trying to make it it work. Around this time, I was also experimenting with memes, which that was a phase, and they started to blow up. So I was uploading memes and long form, I believe, at the time. The memes would do really well. They were short, but there was no shorts at the time. They were like long form on your recommendations, but because the watch time was really high, they get recommended. It was wild. A lot of them blew up. The minimum I was getting was like 10,000 views per meme, which was insane. But after a while, it just dropped drastically to like 1,000 views per meme, and I was so confused. I thought I figured it out. I thought finally I've cracked the code. No, many failures led to nothing. So what do? New approach. Every time something went wrong, I just redo it. What am I gonna do? I personally love watching cut down, edited content of the games I'm playing. I'm in the Stellaris niche already. There was nothing like it, and there really, to be honest, still isn't cut down, edited gameplay of Stellaris. So I thought, let's go for that. I did a few attempts, and I never stuck to it initially, but I was also mixing guides at the same time as I was learning the game rapidly. I haven't played Stellaris for as long as many of you watching, but because I was so in the niche, I was just learning so many new tips and stuff that was really hard to find. So I was compiling these into one short bullet point like video that wasn't too long, as those are the sort of videos I watched, but nothing was really blowing up. So I was vented to Monty, and one of the best pieces of advice was, rather than obsessing over the views, which again, a lot of this is talking about views, don't do that. That was bad, but it's not ultimately in our control. So instead of focusing on something that's out of our control, we can look at what we control, and that's how often we upload. So my schedule was never good. I just upload when I felt like it, when I had videos ready, but I wanted to change this. I wanted to get in a regular pattern, and I've never said my schedule out loud. You might notice it has been fairly regular. So I took a big risk. I knew I couldn't edit the videos consistently with the same quality by myself, so I looked for editors within my community. As well, around this time, uni was starting to ramp up for me. At some point, I started uni. The timeline's very fuzzy, but essentially this first half of the course in the first year was just introduction stuff, which I'd already done because I did it in physics, so I really didn't have to look at the books. I just knew how to do the code. It was literally like loops and if statements. If you've coded, it transcends languages, even though it was a different language that I was used to. It's the same sort of thing. But it was starting to get harder with harder concepts. So this all led to me looking for the editors. Big risk. Looking back, I don't know why I did this, but I started paying the editors more than the videos even made. So I didn't make loads from them because I could live off the grants that we get in the UK for going to uni. I wanted to reinvest everything back in that the videos were making. And for some reason, I said more. But hey, it worked out in the end. The videos did start off slow, the first few, but then one just blew up and was the start for everything and kicked this channel off to new heights. And ironically, the same editor who edited that, the primitive video, is editing this now. So thank you. It's actually currently on like over 600,000 views, which is mental. But yeah, that format is what we're doing now. I play the game, we throw in memes, throw in concepts. It's tried and true. It's been an insane 2 years since that point. I've been hacked. I'm an idiot. Reached 50k subs, met some amazing people, and grown the best audience ever. And it's also managed to give me confidence to try this full time. This was the inflection point. Did I make it? And I think I have, but we're going to try it. And it's all thanks to you watching this. I genuinely can't tell you how thankful I am. It's mad. And also thanks to all the editors who worked on videos with me. I do really enjoy that creative process between the editors and me. Ideas melding, fusing is very fun. And thank you for doing those videos, as I would not be here without you. Now, you may have noticed that I really haven't gone through like the last 2 years, mainly because uni ramped up big time and the creative energy to consistently adapt and change and try new things hasn't really been there. And since this has been working, yeah, that's why I want to talk about the future plans. This style is not going to go anywhere. I do enjoy making them, of course. I wouldn't do it otherwise. I do also enjoy doing the guides, which I haven't done too much of, but I definitely want to do more. So those will be refined and improved, but we're going to throw in new stuff. New styles, we got to try. That's my roots. Try. I want to try new things all the time. Might be better, might be worse. But you get content that's different and I get to mix things up. I think if you don't evolve or adapt, you will just be left behind. How much can this style keep going? Who knows? But we're going to keep trying, all to get you better content. Now, in terms of new styles, who knows what I'm going to do? Because obviously, as you've seen, I've tried a lot of different things. Maybe I'll do them like once or twice, and then I just don't do it again. Maybe because I didn't enjoy it, or maybe because it didn't perform as well as I thought it would. But some of those collabs, I think that's something I've definitely not done enough of, even though I talk to a lot of YouTubers. And my channel was born out of collabs. If you think back to the original videos, or Stellaris ones anyway. And I think it's really fun to just play with other people as well. Make videos with other people. The creative process, so good. So let me know in the comments what YouTubers you'd want to see collabing with. I do have some ideas that are in the work that some people are down for too. Another thing that I've gotten obsessed with over the last like few months that's like spurred me on to finish uni is post-commentary stories. If that is the correct terminology, I don't know, but I love watching those sort of styled on other games. Like Dragoon's cookie clicker achievement videos, I mean, they are insane. Or more challenge-based, like Amphibious Amphibian, how he does a playthrough and then tells a story after. Those are really fun to watch, and I'd love to try them just because it's stuff I watch. I like making things that I've been inspired by. Streaming. I started off as a streamer. I do enjoy streaming. The issue with streaming is I find it hard to turn them into videos. However, I don't know if the video's out. The Galatron stream, very, very fun. That's why I want to do it more. And that will be turned into a video, although it's taking us, I think, like a month to make it into a video. There's so much more effort than normal videos. But hopefully you enjoy it and we kind of refine the style. We get the process of making them quicker and we can turn the streams into videos. And if it's out, let me know how you found it. I have no idea. Also, I would like to play other games. I don't hate Stellaris. I'm not going to play it if I don't enjoy it, but I've played a lot of Stellaris over these years, so it would be nice to mix in other games. But if that doesn't work, that's fine, because maybe I'll make another channel, which could be the other formats, like the post-trial commentary stuff, or other games. I genuinely don't know. I think it's going to be testing, so if you see a different game and you want to see me play other games, make sure to click on the videos. Another left field thing that you probably don't expect is my friend who was in the Alloys clip, main person saying Alloys, Ian, is making a game, and I've kind of been obsessed slightly with looking at how people publish them and like sort of the marketing behind social media. So I'm going to try and help him publish that game. Not on the channel, of course, we'll make different things. I won't bombard you too much with it. A little bit, but I'm going to experiment around with that and kind of being like community manager slash publisher slash we're going to make it up as we go along, as both of us have never done that before. It's quite fun. I played like early prototypes of it. Stay tuned for that. That is in very early works. Don't expect that game to come out for quite a bit. But yeah, those are the plans. That's the brief history. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're looking at doing YouTube, I hope it inspires you. I did not blow up on the first thing I did. You have to try so many different things until you find what works for you and what works for your audience. You just got to keep trying, experimenting, reflect on everything, improve, get other people to help you out or give you criticism. The creative process is draining sometimes, but it's so rewarding. And again, I cannot be more thankful for you who is watching and forever grateful for this opportunity you give me. And I just want to keep entertaining and helping you. Hopefully I can do it for the foreseeable future. We will see. And well, if you did enjoy this video and want to watch more, check out the video that YouTube is recommending you. Goodbye.